Today, you guys, we are going to go over my must-have cast mods for 2021. Technically speaking, this could be for 2020 as well, but that year has been officially deleted from my brain. Now, we're going to dive straight on in, and the reason for me doing this video is because I get asked all the time where I get my certain assets for my Sims, and I figured compiling it into one video would be the perfect solution to answer your questions. Now, we are going to dive straight on in with the custom backgrounds that I use. Typically, I will use a static background that you can't change in game, and you can find those all over the interwebs. Also, I have a few on my website, which I will link in the description. Also, side note, you will need a little blob remover, which essentially takes away the shadow that your Sims will inevitably cast when you remove the base game background. So if I dive into hats, or is it accessories? I honestly can't even tell these days. I did discover a really cool mod that actually allows you to change your cast background while you're in Create a Sim. The only thing that I don't like about this is if you already have a custom background that is static and you can't change in game, it won't work. So you have to go with the base game background in order for this to override that. And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in their portrait, the background actually changes as well. And if I was to go and upload my Sims on the gallery, they would inevitably have this background transcend onto their portrait for the gal as well. Now, I don't know what happens when you go into live mode or live mode, and I don't want to find out. So I'm a little on the fence with this, but I think it's really perfect if you're trying to take like a snap of your Sim, you want a different background. Maybe you don't want to go into Photoshop and edit one in. This makes things really easy, and at the end of the day, all you got to do is just hit the X and you can remove it. So it's not that big of a deal, and some of you guys might find these really helpful. The next thing that I wanted to share with you guys is custom traits. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how limited we are when it comes to traits for our Sims. It is so frustrating to only have like a handful of traits and attempt to make such diverse Sims when all of them are slobs or neat freaks or snobs or, you know, art lovers, anglers, yada yada yada. I think it's really nice to have these custom traits by QR Sims that add in realistic attributes such as a coffee lover, a computer whiz, somebody who loves gadgets, or maybe is a geology lover. It really helps kind of, you know, blur the lines in between a Sim and their traits, and even the aspirations that we get with these expansion packs. Like, I know some Sims can become like, I think, archaeology lovers or something like that. I'd have to find it, and I'm kind of like not in the mood to look right now. I think it's actually over here. Yeah, so they could become like an archaeology scholar, but there's literally no traits in regards to them loving archaeology or geology or anything like that until you get a custom trait. So again, all the stuff that I'm talking about here today will indeed be linked on my website, which you can get the description or get in the description. So yeah, there's a bunch of different ones, and they do have whims. They will, you know, have different perks and things of that nature, like early bird Sims, for instance. They will get out of bed early in the morning and are often energized. Also, they'll learn skills at a faster rate, which I think is amazing. And then we also have different Sims, you know, like bar Sims. These Sims love to make bar drinks or have drinks at the bar, so they'll get whims that pertain to that, or barbecue lover. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory, to be honest, but I just kind of wanted to go over those a little bit. So in turn of having all of these custom traits, we're kind of limited on slot space. So the cool thing is Pancake One came out with this mod that actually allows you to have up to 5 Sim traits for adults. Now, it will change for each age group, and I do have a video that kind of goes a little deeper in depth about this. But I really like the fact that no matter what age they are, they'll have an additional or 2 trait slots to help make them a little more diverse. Now, one thing I cannot live without when it comes to Create a Sim is the additional columns mod. By default, we only have 2, and if you do have all the game packs and expansions and, you know, stuff packs and that jazz, and also custom content, you're going to be scrolling literally for frickin' ever and ever. Now, there's so many different variations. You can get 3 columns, you can get 4. If you're feeling really frisky, you can get 5. I think for me personally, 4 is the sweet spot. So let's go and dive in really quick, and I want to talk to you about something that I personally, I can't live without, and that just so happens to be removing EA eyelashes. Oh my freaking goodness gracious, EA eyelashes. They're so weird. They kind of like remind me of like Barbie lashes or something. Do you see that really ugly black band? Well, I like this mod that basically just takes them off like completely. So no matter what sim you get in game, they will not have any eyelashes. Now that can be slightly frustrating. So my next suggestion is maybe picking up a nice little eyelash kit. I love these eyelashes by Kajiko. And also there are these eyelashes too that are a little more like, I don't know, they're a little more like Instagrammy and baddie. And I use these sometimes too, especially in thumbnails. Again, I will link everything in the description because I probably won't know the name right off the top of my head. In terms of the default eyes that I use, they are indeed a default. So I like to use these opal eyes. I think they are so beautiful. They look kind of close to EA like, but not exactly quite. And I feel like all of the eye shade ranges too are just super duper detailed. They just fit the game. I don't know. I just really love how my Sims look with them. And I also like that they have some of the, you know, more unique colors in there too. And I've been rocking these for a very, very long time now. And they just look really, really, really good. Another default item that I personally like to use, and I feel like kind of just livens up my Sims and makes them a little more realistic, are these default teeth by Magic Bot. So there are so many different variations of these teeth, and I absolutely love them because they're not too scary looking. And then when I take like thumbnails or even pictures, it just again adds a little bit of realism. Like, I'm not trying to go full alpha, I'm not trying to go full IMVU. All that I'm trying to do is just make my game the same but just a little bit better, and I think these are amazing. Mind you, there are so many different variants that they actually have on their website, so definitely check them out. They even have like chipped teeth, for God's sakes. And I feel like even though we do have you know, a lot of teeth in a game, we're kind of limited as to what we have. And I feel like with this, at least, it kind of gives us more options. You can do default, you don't have to do default. You can keep the in-game ones, but basically I chose to override them because I have literally no use for them whatso freaking ever. One other thing that I would like to kind of talk about that I love to put on my Sims and use in game are custom content nails. So originally I was using these, I think they're by like Sinkilla or something, and they're like these little like kind of mid-length glossy nails. They come in a very, you know, wide variety of colors, and again, they're kind of, you know, subtle, but they do have a nice sheen to them. I love those. I've been using those forever. Of course, I wish we had nail polish and toenail polish in game, but these will totally suffice. Now, if you're looking for something with a little more length, I did come across these nails on Ocean Sims Tumblr, and they have really, really long variations. They've got like these shorter nails, and then they got like a mid-length nail. Now, this is probably as long as I usually wear my nails, so I mean, why wouldn't I want my Sims to have long nails? And they kind of fit like they fit in game, like they don't stand out too much for me personally. So I think it's a great addition. When it comes to makeup in The Sims 4, I feel like the makeup that we have is okay. However, I definitely feel like CC creators have made it so much better. And of course, with the addition of sliders, the possibilities are infinite. I'm sure you guys know by now, I also create makeup for The Sims 4 and some other odds and ends. But the makeup that I currently use, honestly, is primarily derived from my collection. I have a nice little variety of different, you know, like I said, bits and baubles. I am expanding every day. I have eyeshadows, I have eyeliners, I also have like eyeshadows that can be eyeliners, all different sorts of things. And I love that my my makeup is like interchangeable. So for instance, this eyeliner just made this very subtle eyeshadow smoky. And the cool thing is that my makeup works with other CC makeup. It also works with base game makeup. There's literally so many things that you can do. I also have blushes here, which you guys can see. These are my like personal favorite, and they aren't slider compatible, but you can update them. I have a video on how to do that. Now, everything that I've made since the slider update should be slider compatible, FYI. I also have a nice little variety of lipsticks here. You probably see her rocking one now. They come in a bunch of different colors. These ones are indeed CC compatible. I've got like lip glosses. I have so many different types of makeup. I also have like this really cute, what is it called? The glossifier that turns any lipstick into a gloss of your choice. I've also gone ahead and recently created a highlighter, and it is called Focus. And it looks like that. So basically, that is my makeup. And of course, I wanted to share with you guys because I do get asked what makeup I use. The last and final thing that I use in Create a Sim and consider a must-have is body hair. I don't know why we're in a game of simulation and we literally have a bunch of naked mole rats running around. Now, it's okay to not have body hair. Nobody's judging. But I'm pretty sure even the most bare of bare have a little hair somewhere. I really love Lumia's hair. They have so many different variants and your Sims can really just kind of live it up a little bit. They can be slightly hairy or full on just fuzz. Either way, it's beautiful, it's realistic, and I really do wish the Sims would just implement this into the game already. Like, I can't even believe we don't have freaking body hair. Not to mention, Lumia does have a shade color for every single Sim. Anyways, you guys, that was my must-haves forecast of 2021. If you guys are interested in picking up anything that I mentioned here today, go ahead and check out the link in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm very curious to know what items out of this showcase do you use, what ones don't you have, and which ones are you going to be picking up? Let me know in the comments down below. And again, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do, but don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.